Lenawee Sports has arrived in Redskin Country tonight as Clinton hosts to the defending Class C district champions, the Lady Royals of Blissfield, who get to add another win to their season as the state playoffs are on the horizon. High school varsity basketball starts right now, only on LSN.
Davis bounced it off his head, and I don't think that was an accident.
We've got a tie atop the LCAA standings.
Count that baby in a foul.
The first time they've been there in 61 years. Morency is going to the President's Center.
And I think this is pretty much over.
Blissfield Royals, district champions.
Lenawee Sports and the Michigan High School Athletic Association proudly presents High School Varsity Basketball, where tonight the Blissfield Royals, with 15 wins to their season, have traveled to Clinton tonight to face the 10-7 Lady Redskins. And it's all part of the season-long race to our state championship. Good evening, friends. I'm Kyle Griffith alongside with Brady Griffith. And tonight we're here to cover the game between Blissfield and Clinton, where Blissfield comes in tonight with 15 wins and Clinton comes in tonight with 10 wins. We're going to talk a little bit to both coaches about what is in store. And first we're going to start out with Ryan Gilbert with Blissfield. Coach, what's your goal tonight?
Our goal is to win tonight.
So what's your greatest challenge?
Our greatest challenge will be the Clinton Redskins, and there are two post players inside. We've seen a little bit on them, so we're trying to keep them off the boards.
So as you rev up for playoffs and you start to think a little bit ahead, what kind of things do you want to develop as you face the Clinton Redskins tonight?
We just want to continue doing what we've been doing over probably the last week or so. We suffered a tough loss a little bit back, and we're trying to get better from it. And so tonight we're hoping to continue to move forward.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, I'm here with Clinton's head coach. Coach, can you tell me a little bit about your game plan tonight?
We want to make sure that we're getting out back defensively, transition-wise. We know they like to run off of rebounds. We want to limit their second chance opportunities. We know they got a real good player in Henning. We just got to try and keep her off the board as best we can and execute our offense.
All right, tell me about a couple key players for yourself.
A couple key players are our bigs underneath, starters Amanda Shari, Ashley Donahue, and our point guard Haley Turk. They've been kind of on a roll lately. We just want to make sure that we continue doing what we do best, playing really good defense and making our offensive possessions count.
Mm-hmm. And as the state playoffs come into the picture here, what are you looking most forward to?
Obviously, we want to stay healthy. We want to make sure we continue to get better. The girls are playing very well together right now. They're talking on both ends of the floor. I've just seen a lot of tremendous growth from the beginning of the season to now, and we just want to make sure we're heading in the right direction once districts get here.
All right, sounds good, Coach. Thank you, and good luck.
Keep it right here. We'll be back with the national anthem and introductions after this. You're watching high school varsity basketball only on LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
The broadcast of today's game is a copyrighted presentation of the Michigan High School Athletic Association and the Lenawee Sports Network. No reproduction, retransmission, or other distribution of the descriptions or accounts of this game may take place without the express written consent of the MHSAA and the Lenawee Sports Network.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
If you want to be a parent, it doesn't matter how you play or even what you wear. You just need to be there. Thousands of teens in foster care don't need perfection. They just need you.
All right, welcome to Clinton High School. We just got done with the introduction of the national anthem, and we are ready to go. Tipping off will be Share, number 35 for Clinton, and we have Brooke Henning for the Royals. I'll tell you, Clinton comes in tonight. They've got some height, and right off the bat, they're going to square up, and Brooke uses her nice vertical. Wyman to the hole, and stopped a little short. Bring up the court is Thompson. Thompson Share, and it's in. Clinton is up 2-0. The fans are liking that. You know, as we enter this contest, Blissfield with 15 wins and Clinton with 10. And coming into this, you would think that Blissfield's gonna handle this game pretty easily, but Clinton comes right out fighting.
Just a nice defensive play there. She loses the ball there at the end, but great pressure as we start off here by Clinton. The Royals just look a little flustered. I mean, they're used to their own pace and run and gun, and they look a little flustered coming out of the gates tonight.
You're right. Marley Griffith on that one did a nice job of putting her hands up and stopping the layup. It could have been a pretty easy layup, but she just stood still. Nice pass.
Beautiful pass.
Nice pass from Henning to Wyman. Beautiful. Royals going to put a little press on. Redskin handle it well. Make a little crossover move and ends up walking.
Nice move, though.
Haley Turk had a nice move and then got a little confused looking for a teammate and ended up moving her feet. Marley bringing up to the court. Marley Griffith, our only senior for the Royals, bringing up the court. Hands it over to Wyman. Wyman trying to slice it in there. Marley taking a peek. Back over, and it is picked off. Redskins up and in. Michaela Thompson. Redskins are up 4-2. Another costly turnover for the Royals.
Just great pressure starting off here by the Redskins.
Cueto making a move. Nice pass. Up and in. Brooke Henning. Nice job. Nice look. Royals trying to do a press, but Clinton is prepared. Coach Ramos is prepared for tonight. Back over. 34. Nice shot. Knocks it down. Ashley Donahue, 18th birthday we hear at warm-ups, and that's a way to celebrate your 18th birthday with a big three.
Clinton definitely looks posed here to make a run at the Royals. They look a lot more calm, and Blissfield just looks very out of place here, trying to force everything.
Kicks it out to Griffith. Griffith, off the rim. Haley Turk bringing it up the court, taking a look at things, getting able to set up. Trying to make a move, and we got a little kick. We're going to go back over to Clinton. No, it's a little confusion. I think it was a kick, and Cueto tries to get the ball, and it was actually Clinton ball. Clint bringing it in. Nice kick out to Sheree, and Henning with a big rebound up to Wyman. Wyman's going to try to drive it right in there. Nice move. Almost an and one.
That's just the style the Royals like to play, getting it out and run. They look a lot more comfortable now.
And I think, you're right, Brady. I think that tonight, Coach Ramos was up to watch Blissfield the other night in Onstead, and I think he's prepared. He's going to try to give them their best look. Wyman misses the first one. Redskins 7, Royals 4, and there's a little energy in the house tonight with the Redskin fans looking for an upset. And they're going to take that one off, right? Is that a violation?
Yeah, looked like Wyman was over the line there.
Oh, there we go. Royals picked that one off, and Wyman up and in.
As Coach Ramos mentioned in the pregame to me, one of the main keys.
And a nice, that's what Wyman will do to you. She will confuse you and stir things up. Redskins trying to get down court, set things back up again the way they were at the beginning. Rowan, Ashley Donahue, and we've got a travel.
As Coach Ramos mentioned earlier to me in the pregame, one of the keys he said was slowing down the Royals' pace and keeping them contained, and they've done a pretty good job. You can see the Royals getting to them a little bit here, but for the most part, they've done a great job just containing them and stopping them from running their running gun offense, which is really what they live on.
Another nice pass, and it looks like they're going to call a foul as she drove in the lane. A foul on Donahue against Wyman. Wyman's going to inbounds it. Looking again to pop it into Henning. They get away with that a lot, but not tonight, as Sheree is in there and stirring it up a little bit. Oh, boy. We just had a Brooke Henning came up to play the ball and had a little collision there, and it will go back to Clinton. Thompson bringing it up, working against Lexi Clark. Back over to Haley Turk. Haley Turk looking things over back to Thompson. Nice pass inside, 35, and she puts it right in. Amanda Sheree is starting off strong, and we've got a 9-8 Clinton game. Nice pass down to Henning. Henning up strong. And
oh,
one.
wow, and a great finish there by
wow,
Brooke Henning.
what a great, strong finish there.
One of the better post players you're going to see around, Brooke Henning. Great rebounder and just a great finish there.
You know, Brady said it best. One of the better ones around, and she's got a great vertical, and she's strong, and that's going to be a good showdown tonight. Checking out for the Royals is Cueto. Henning at the line. And she knocks him down to put the Royals up 11-9. She's looking around. Marley Griffiths sealed that off nicely and good defensive coverage. Wyman driving down and just off, and they're going to battle down low. Henning tries to kick it out to Griffith, and it is intercepted by Alexia Rowland. Rowland brings it up.
Oh, a nice cut there, good pass.
Turk made a nice cut on it. And it's, oh, nice shot. Thompson made a nice shot on that one, in and out. And they battle underneath there. Goes off Thompson, and it's going to get back to the Royals. Marley Griffith bringing the ball up. Marley's due for some threes here to get the Royals back into it. Back over to Bishop. Bishop,
oh, beautiful
pass.
Oh.
Just off. Another open shot. Marley's going to try to drive in, draw the foul, but doesn't get that. Kind of falls off her shot. She looks to shoot that down for a three, up and up, and a great rebound and put back by Michaela Thompson. We tied it up 11-11.
Yeah, Clinton just looks like they have more energy right now. The Royals look
nice
a little
pass
slow,
underneath.
And a beautiful pass there.
Put in.
For Andrix there. Beautiful
Andrix,
pass.
sophomore, puts it right in. A nice pass, nice up. And it's 13-11, 3:03 left in this first quarter. And we will take a break. You're watching high school varsity basketball only on LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
you don't fix them, sparks from dragging tow chains could cause a wildfire, and that could be scary. Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back to Clinton High School. Clinton has the ball, bring it up, and it did get kicked out of bounds by the Royals. Nice end, back out to 20 Thompson. Thompson takes a shot at it, comes up a little short, scramble for the ball, and it looks like it's going to go back over to the Royals, but good hustle by Clinton. You know, one thing, Brady interviewed Coach Ramos, and I'll tell you, he's going to get the most out of the girls tonight, and you can see it. We've got a 13-11 game. Marley Griffith bring up, beautiful pass to Andricks again, an easy two. A nice look, a great assist by senior Marley Griffith to Andricks. Trying to put a little bit of press on. You call that a press, Brady?
Yeah, I would say so. The Royals just need to do a better job containing, forcing them to one side.
Just
too easy. They got to rotate to the backside and just seal that off.
Easy shot by Amanda Cherie.
Get that backside wing just to rotate over and seal that off.
Bischoff, nice look by Bischoff. Hits it. Good shot there, junior Abby Bischoff for the Royals. Now the Royals are kind of backing off a little bit. Haley Turk bringing it over. We've got Sydney Amsdale in the game. Kicks it back over to Donahue. Donahue takes a quick look. Thompson takes a little look. She's going to drive in, kick it back out, and in and out.
Good
Sheree
rebound
back up.
there.
Another strong rebound by 35 for Clinton. Amanda Cherie, we bring it up. Wyman going to bring it up and see what she's going to do. Nice pass over.
To Andrew. She just seems to be in the right place at the right time, getting all those backdoor cuts. Clinton just needs to do a better job rotating to that backside. I'm not sure if they're not seeing it or what, but it is wide open. If they just go and seal that off, it'll be
as
right.
we talked earlier, Coach Ramos was at Onstead scouting the game against the Royals versus Onstead, and when they were looking at that wasn't a play in Onstead the other night. So a little new look for the Royals for him, and he didn't really prepare for that tonight.
Thompson pushing the ball up here for Clinton as they settle down a little bit.
Donahue trying to get some control. You're right, settling down and trying to get back, just setting things up. A nice pass underneath.
Good post pass.
And it looks like we are going to have a foul against Marley Griffith, the one of the shorter players on the court tonight. But she will battle down low as she did there and got a little bit too aggressive. Nice kick out to Alexis Bruker. Thompson back working hard. Turk trying to work it back up top. Trying to give Turk a little look here. Donahue with a pass over to Thompson.
Beautiful backdoor pass there.
Oh, just comes up and right back up. No one boxed out. Alexis Bruker, number 14, and an easy putback. A pass over top. Oh, Marley Griffith just off the back.
The Royals are just getting out-rebounded right now.
They are out-hustled. And
they're just getting out-rebounded. They just need to box out. And that's kind of been an issue, but they've kind of been able to get away with it watching the game just by being more athletic and having better height. But this is one of those games where they're gonna have to find a body and really box out. It's going to be a key coming down here towards the end of the game.
You know what's fun for these teams as they face the Royals is one of the top programs in Lenawee County is it's a chance to knock off the king of the hill. And Coach Ramos, you could see it in his eyes tonight. He was a little hungry to get after the Royals and show them what they're made of and possibly pull the upset. Marley for three. Big three! Marley knocks it down to put us up 20-15. The Royals, that was a much-needed three.
Yeah, nearing the end of this first quarter here.
Very good. Wyman breaking it down. And a pass over to Cueto. Cueto up and in.
Big run by the Royals here nearing the end of the first quarter. That's the run and gun style, and a big couple of points here at the end just to kind of get the momentum back on their side. Some big points here.
So at the end of the first, we have Blissfield 22, Clinton 15, and we will be right back to Clinton High School. You're watching LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
They're coming. Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end. come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Sometimes all it takes to be a dad is remembering how to be a kid again. Take time to be a dad today.
Welcome back to Clinton High School, where we have our score at the beginning of second quarter, 22-15. Joining me for the second quarter is Allie Weber, a JV player who just finished up the first game against Clinton, and she is a future video audio production student who was looking to kind of get a taste of what it's like to be on ISD TV. So welcome, Allie. What a nice layup. Oh boy, that's what we're used to seeing. The Royals used to seeing the efforts of Wyman work his way down. Broke up a pass, and it looked like Wyman stepped out. So Allie, what do you think of the aggressive play so far?
I think that the Royals definitely like to run a faster-paced game, and the Clinton is definitely prepared for that. They're getting back on defense, slowing down any kind of offense that the Royals are trying to set up.
It sure does look like, we talk about preparation all along. Brady with me earlier, and Brady talked about the preparation. We talked about the scouting. We talked about Coach Ramos' pregame comments, and they're prepared and they're scrappy and ready to go.
I think that the Royals being in the position that they're in, where they're almost kind of like the king of the hill, they have going into games a lot more to lose than Clinton does right now.
That's a great point. For Coach Ramos and Clinton, they've got 10 wins this season. They're starting to think about district play. This is a great preparation for that, and what a great opportunity to play and knock them off. You're absolutely right. Blissfield has got something to lose here. Clinton's got everything to gain. Nice little hook shot there, attempt by Rowland, and back in, and a layup slices right down Wyman, and the Royals are used to seeing that all season, that layup drive. Royals bring it back up. Cherie, and she knocks it down. She's having a good game, good steady hand, strong down low, but a nice shot there. Allie, how do you stop someone like Wyman?
I think that definitely just staying in between her and the basket, not allowing her to drive to the middle, which is definitely where she wants to get to. They look as if they're doing a pretty good job right now with it.
Yeah, they did. Oh my goodness. Thompson tacks the ball and messes up a transition between Griffith and Wyman and breaks it up, and I think that's what Rams did. Nice pass on over, and 3 attempt. Back up Henning, and it's up and in. A nice strong effort by Brooke Henning. We've seen that all year. The Royals have depended on that play down low, and another good play. 20 brings it up, Thompson brings it up, and chops her feet a little bit in the travel on Clinton.
Yes, I think that Brooke Henning is definitely one of the better post players in the LCAA, and I think that she's a lot different from anything that Clinton might have seen this year with her vertical and her height and just her strength down in the post.
There's another great pass, great cut. Lexi Clark, beautiful pass by Cueto. Nice pass, great cut by Lexi, and an easy layup. Rowland brings it up, stops him up early. Here comes Bischoff. Bischoff is a good aggressive player. Amsdale trying to transition on over to Bruker, and it looks like we're going to have a foul. Coming in the game, Gwen Wheeler going to give Brooke a little break. Gwen Wheeler, probably one of the taller players on the court right now. Junior, made a nice impact in Detroit, and it's nice to see her on the court, and hopefully it'll make a difference there. Again, Clinton gets a little bit confused and stumbles, and they have a travel call.
I think that the fast-paced defense of Blissfield, the man-to-man set that they run, is definitely messing with Clinton's offense and what they're trying to set up right now.
Yeah, early on, Clinton was working that over and offensively making a difference and chipping away at those Royals. And now Royals have come up and been a little bit more aggressive defensively. And with that big three with Marley Griffith and the transition, Wyman went up quick before. And Bischoff! Nice shot, Abby Bischoff. That's 2 nice shots from her right around the free throw line, and she knocks him down, makes him look real easy. Amsdale back over to Bruker. Oh, a big three by Donahue. She had one early in the game for her 18th birthday. It comes up a little bit off on that one. And Wyman pops one. 34-19. Ramos wants a timeout to settle things down. We'll take a break here at Clinton High School. You're watching LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
Everywhere that we go, he makes people laugh and makes people smile, and I feel like I have that quality.
He's the one who always takes me fishing. I watch golf with him.
I watch him cook because when I grow up, I want to be a cook too.
We have the same faces like this.
Dad is the one, when you fall, that picks you up.
That unconditional sense of presence and reassurance is really what makes him my father.
May I please have an application? Thank you.
Skip the drama. Get your diploma. Find free adult education classes at finishyourdiploma.org.
Welcome back to Clinton High School with the Blissfield Royals at 34 and Clinton Redskins at 19. Blissfield has pulled away a little bit, and Ramos calls a timeout, and we took a little break there, so he took a little break to settle things down. He had a great start with those girls. He had them come out of the locker room tough. A close game right out of the gate, and now Blissfield's pulling away a little bit, and we'll see how Clinton responds to this, see if they can rise to the challenge. Again, more pressure. Bischoff, nice job there. Clark stirring it up. Clark gets the ball. Clark over to Cueto. Cueto up, oh! Woo! And Cueto really gets a walloped, and she does a beautiful roll over there, kind of a log roll for effect. What'd you think of that one, Allie?
That was definitely interesting.
Yeah.
I think that Blissfield is finally getting back into that Blissfield fashion where they're able to beat the other team up and down the court, and it's definitely a factor in this run that they're having right now.
Yeah, this is where Blissfield just kind of makes their mark. They kind of put the squeeze on them and pull away a little bit. Cueto knocks down the first, knocks down the second. We're going to have to talk to Grandpa Art about Cueto's gymnastics ability there. She looked like she had, I'll give her a 9 out of 10 for effect. Another steal by Lexi Clark, and I'll tell you what, Clinton does know how to foul. You know, when you foul, you want to make sure they don't make it, and Clinton's making sure they're fouling hard. What do you think of that, Allie?
I think that they are getting pretty frazzled with this upbeat tempo that the Royals are running right now.
Well, and they're making the Royals work for those baskets.
Definitely.
They're not going to give them an and one, that's for sure. Coach Ramos has taught them well on how to foul effectively, not in a cheap manner, but in a good, strong manner that you assure that ball doesn't go in the hole. And the second shot's a little off the front rim. Tried to make a decision, and she changed her mind a little bit. Donahue took a look to the left and took a look to the right, and that back foot slid, and the travel call was made. Wyman inbounding for the Royals. Here we go. Bischoff with another look. Wheeler down low. And Wheeler almost put back in. There's the and one. That time they didn't get it strong enough, and Wyman puts it back up for an and one. Checking back in for the Royals is Henning. Henning's going to come in for Cueto, going to leave Wheeler out. Now this is a combination that we haven't seen too much this year from the Royals, is Wheeler and Henning on the court at the same time. So you have two tall girls, and so Clinton or any other team they face is going to have to make a decision on who they cover. So we'll see what they do with that. Royals continue to put on the pressure up top. And nice job by Henning, just putting her hands up, locking her feet into that floor and saying, you make a decision. Earlier I saw you, Allie, you did that well too, and you forced some people to stop. Is that a tough decision to make?
It's definitely a tough decision, deciding whether you're going to take that foul or not. When you step in front of someone to almost take a charge like that, it definitely leaves it in the hands of the official. It makes it a judgment call.
Yeah, that's a tough one, whether they call that a charge, and it's a tough decision. Another easy basket there while we were talking from Wyman. Pass on over. Oh, almost there. A nice shot. Nice look by Thompson. I think that's what Clinton's going to have to do at this point. They get a look, they're going to have to take a shot, and it was a decent shot. To take, a little bit strong. Lexi Clark bringing it up.
And like you said, right now we have two of the taller girls in the league on the floor right now, which is going to make it difficult for Clinton to get anything inside and going to force them to take those long shots that they definitely don't look like they prefer them.
Yeah, that's right. It did look a little uncomfortable. Thompson comes back, makes a nice defensive play, breaking that up. Pass from Lexi Clark to Kelsey Wyman. Lexi over to Bischoff. Bischoff takes a look over to Lexi Clark. Wyman down low to Henning, and again, that's been the combination all year for the Royals. That 1-2 punch. You add Marley in and some big threes, and the formula has been for a very successful season for the Blissfield Royals. Thompson back up top, takes a little look. Tries to make a kind of an alley-oop pass over there to Hartung that's in the game, and Hartung gets stirred up. Fisher checking in for the Royals. Fisher going to give Wyman a break, and Wyman gets a nice round of applause as she steps out. Our score 43-19, 2:26 left in the second quarter. Lexi Clark bringing the ball up. Slowing things down a little bit. We'll see what the Royals do to set things up.
I think that the small mental lapses that Clinton's making, like the traveling and the dribbling straight into Henning, is definitely making an impact right now.
Yeah, those are momentum killers. You know, as they were making some progress early on, some of the frustration when you have those easy turnovers has got to be tough on a team that's trying to fight an uphill battle. Nice pass, nice shot by Michaela Thompson. That was a nice pass there, and a little different look for Clinton.
I think that they're definitely going to have to start looking for those different shots now that you have Wheeler and Henning in at the same time. It's going an offensive rebound and a layup is going to be hard to come by without taking that chance of getting stuffed.
Yeah, that was interesting in the last one. Thompson, another look, almost had a bank in there. And it's going to stay with Clinton. But in that last possession for the Royals, you had Wheeler and Henning in there together. As I said, they're not used to playing together too much, and both of them went up for the rebound. Neither one of them got it. Nice, nice give back by Amanda Cherie, and that was just a tough break there for Clinton. Good idea to feed it right back. Well, Allie, we're going to send you down to interview a coach right now as they break off for getting prepared for second half. We're going to try to catch up with Ryan Gilbert, so we're going to give you back to Brady Griffith and get you on your way on over to the LISD TV staff to set up to try to catch Coach Gilbert before he goes in the locker room to talk about this game. As we wind down into the second half, a minute left, Clinton takes a look. A good look, a good shot by Mackenzie Amsdell. And here comes Cueto down the court, fast and aggressive. Brady, what do you think so far?
It looks like towards the start of the second quarter, the Royals were really able to get back into the game that they've been known for and what they live on, that run and gun, pushing the ball. Wyman just taking the ball up and down the court, really working it inside. Henning's had a really nice half. And Clinton's been just having a hard time just really keeping her under control. And they've just been running and gunning, doing what they've been doing all year.
You're right. It's almost a tale of two quarters. At the end of first quarter, the Clinton fans were a little excited, and it was a tight battle there the first quarter. And then you're right, that second quarter, a couple things broke free, and the Royals pulled away real quick. A little overly aggressive pass by Abby Bischoff. She's fun to watch. She's an aggressive player. She tries to make things happen, and there she tried to pass it in the stands. I think she wanted to throw a souvenir in the stands. Open shot. Oh, almost. Amsdell with a nice look. Number 5, Thompson up strong. And Amsdell again trying to get a shot in there, and here comes Wyman down the court, slicing and dicing, and just comes up and heading to clean up. And the Royals have depended on that a ton. Right at the buzzer, we end our half with Royals 45-21. And now we're going to take a little break and throw it on over to Allie Weber, who's going to get an interview with Ryan Gilbert.
Hi, I'm here with head coach Ryan Gilbert from the Blissfield Royals. It looks like your team got off to a bit of a slow start. What do you think changed to allow them to kind of pull away?
Well, we just started playing with more energy, and as long as we can do that, we should continue in the right direction.
Okay, what are some things that you think you definitely needed to improve on in the second half?
I think we need to do a better job of finishing sometimes by the basket, and as well, our defensive pressure, we could pick it up a little bit.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, a tale of 2 quarters here at Clinton High School. Clinton came out prepared, and as you talked to Coach Ramos, Brady, they were ready to go, and this is a game that they've been looking forward to, and they came right out of the locker room ready to fight.
Yeah, you could definitely see it in their eyes. As Coach said, the post play was going to be a definite factor, and it was. Coming out, they got a hold of Brooke Henning and just kind of controlled the pace for the Royals and really just affected what they were doing. You could see as they got towards the second quarter there, the Royals really just got back into what they've been doing all year, and that's running and gunning. And once Clinton got out of the groove, it was tough stopping the Royals. I mean, Kelsey Wyman, one of the better point guards you're going to see around, and she just pushed the ball up and down the court, and it was hard to stop him. When the times she did mess up, which wasn't often, Brooke Henning was there just to clean it up for the Royals. They just did a great job just pushing the ball up and down the court. And that's one of the things that Coach Ramos was saying to me, that they had to limit. And they got to do a better job of that in the second half if they want any chance of coming back in this game, or the Royals are just going to continue to pull away.
Well, as you said, the Clinton had some momentum, and then just some things that broke down, some easy ball handling issues that just kind of just crushed the momentum that they had.
The press from the Royals just finally got to them in the beginning. They were doing a great job of exploiting that cross-court pass, and as our coach says, you know, that opposite diagonal pass, looking when you got the ball on the opposite wing and just looking at the other side. And it was open a lot to start the quarter for the Redskins, but as the time went on, the Royals finally rotated over to that backside, and they were able to shut them down.
Well, something we haven't seen from Blissfield this season is some great passes down low to some other players besides Henning, and they had some quick, easy buckets.
Yeah, for sure. We're here with Coach Ramos. Coach, what do you think you need to do here in the second half to kind of close this lead down and try to get back in within the game?
Obviously, we need some defensive stops. They're taking care of our patented 1-3-1 defense. A new coach would have them ready, but the girls are executing well for Blissfield. I mean, offensively for us, we just got to continue to be aggressive with the ball. We got to set some better screens, get some girls open. But they're going to come out and fight and do what they need to try to get back in this game.
It definitely looked like your girls came out with a lot of intensity to start off with, and they were really looking at that opposite diagonal pass there, and it was working. But once the Royals rotated over, it was just a run and gun, and that's hard to stop. It's been hard.
Well, they definitely, but I mean, they got out into transition like we talked about trying to stop, but then they started hitting open shots, and once they can start open, it just opens everything else up for them. So we're going to try and cut down those passing lanes again, come out with a little bit more intensity like we did the first quarter and see what we can do.
All right, Coach. Thanks for your time. Good luck in the second half.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and when we get back, we'll see the second half here at Clinton High School. You're watching LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
Go for a mouthful, go for the fun.
Oh, go for cake.
Cakes for everyone. Just one stack is what it takes, and it's go for cakes. Open wide, stuff your face. There's always room for more Gopher cakes. Empty the box, then reload. Eat those Gopher cakes till you explode.
Exercised lately?
Till you explode.
Don't let E. coli mosh with your food. An estimated 3,000 Americans die from a foodborne illness each year. So always separate raw meat from vegetables. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
And welcome back to Clinton High School for the start of the second half. Royals 49-21. Brady Griffith is joining me here tonight. We were just mentioning during halftime Marley Griffith's routine. Brady, fill us in a little bit.
Yeah, I thought it was really neat here just to see Marley out there at halftime with about 2 minutes left, just out there with the underclassmen Fisher, just teaching her little stuff and giving her little pointers out there underneath the basket, just practicing, staying sharp during halftime. And you can see that even the Royals being up by about 25 or so, there's no stop, and they're never satisfied. And I think that really it says a lot for their team and their mentality, and Griffith being their senior leader and senior captain just really setting the tone here, and I thought that was a very cool leadership point.
Well, as you said, it's something you certainly don't have to do, and she does it, and she does it consistently. Whether she's having a great game or not, she gets out there and tries to loosen back up and focus on getting back in the rhythm, and like you said, a great role model. A four-year player for Gilbert. The only senior out of all the senior class, the only senior remaining that has made it to the finish line in the varsity girls basketball program. While we were out there, ironically, Marley had a beautiful and one layup. She's one of the shorter ones on the court, and she had a wall in front of her, and she finished strong on an and one. Nice pass over to Wyman. Wyman with a look, and boy, Wyman just makes it look easy.
That's pretty much an all-day shot for her.
Yep.
She's just such a pure shooter.
If she can stay in that rhythm,
not much you can do there.
Yep.
Clinton's got to lock down on that defense here.
Yeah, you can't give her a look, and when she gets a look, she's going to take it, and she's got a high percentage shot. Clinton still battling the best they can.
A good steal there by Clark, taking it down the left
down.
side.
And foul on Haley Turk. She tried to kind of hold her position, put her hands up, and do her best to stop that momentum. Checking in for the Royals, we have Andrick and Bischoff that'll be checking in. And for Clinton, we have Sydney Amsdell. At the line, Lexi Clark.
Clark's been out for a while with an injury here, and it's great to see her coming back and giving the Royals definitely the spark that they needed and continue to need as they get near the playoffs here.
Yeah, they had quite a long stretch without Lexi, and she's stayed strong, and it had to be tough for her to come to the games and be around it and not be able to play. So she is ready to get back in the action and do her part. So Lexi comes out. Clinton brings up the ball. We've got Sydney Amsdell bringing it up.
Oh, a nice move there.
Nice move by Amsdell, sophomore. 32 takes a look, and you kind of have to take those shots. Thompson fighting hard underneath, ball fake. Back over to Bruker. Bruker with the miss, and Wyman with the rebound. Wyman taking a look at the layup and dishes it back out for a three, and just off the front of the rim. Nice look. She thought about it.
You
Wyman
can see the continuous run and gun style of the Royals there. As Wyman hits another nice floater in the lane. As we said before, just one of the better point guards around for sure. Just so smooth.
That's tough to stop. I mean, you've got to kind of stop her up top and not give her that look. Trying to pass it down
low. Good defensive play there as Brooke Henning steps out of bounds there, but just great recognition of that lob pass and just coming over from that backside, and that's what the Royals just need to continue to do.
When you look at the Clinton lineup, 35, sophomore sure, and a big three by Sydney Amsdell, another sophomore. So their future looks bright here at Clinton, and you know that Coach Ramos is going to get the most and turn this into a learning lesson for those girls and for the future. But if they work with these girls, the next 2 years could really be quite a turnaround for the Clinton Redskins. Bischoff taking a look. Bischoff, beautiful pass. Oh, man.
It was a beautifully drawn up play there. Great recognition.
What a nice cut, but yes, beautiful timing on that pass by Bischoff. Marley Griffith puts a stop up top, pass it over to Thompson. Thompson trying to get the pass.
Another great defensive play there by Henning. She outlets to Wyman, running that right side, driving there. The up and under, just so smooth there. She's in for another 2.
You see the Royals, they just kind of converge on that pass and broke it up. We are going to take a break here with the Royals up 60-24. You're watching LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
The inherent right to work is one of the elemental privileges of a free people. Endowed, as our nation is, with abundant physical resources, and inspired as it should be to make those resources and opportunities available for the enjoyment of all, we approach reemployment with the real hope of finding a better answer than we have now.
Donate to Goodwill, where your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community.
Life's taught me a lot, and I'm ready for more.
Well, you're not the typical kind of candidate that I hire. But you are exactly what I'm looking for.
Your company could be missing out on the candidates it needs most. Learn how to find a great pool of untapped talent at gradsoflife.org.
Welcome back to Clinton High School. The Royals 60, Clinton 24, and the Royals continue to drive and do the great things they're doing. They're not slowing things up, that's for sure. One thing, if we can get a camera shot sometime on Gilbert's shoes, he is a foot stomper, and I want to take a look at his heels to see how they're holding up. He hasn't done a whole lot of stomping other than the first quarter, but he is throughout the season. He bangs those heels around, and I'm wondering how those shoes are holding up throughout the season. Not too bad. He's got them shined up, but the heels are wearing down a little bit. Tonight he saves on the heels, but I tell you, against Columbia Central, he really banged those shoes up pretty good. Oh, and Henning back up strong again. She's having a real strong night.
Another great feed by Wyman. Just that
1-2 combo.
1-2 punch for Blissfield
right.
is hard to beat.
Redskins trying to generate something, trying to work the ball around. Thompson, nice shot. Oh, in and out. A nice shot there by Sydney Amsdell.
A good outlet pass there to Wyman.
Wyman takes a look and knocks it down. Again, someone's going to have to kind of get out there and get a hand in her face. And the Royals are going to sub in 4 here at a time. Amsdell. And Wyman back up. We'll see if she finishes strong. And the Redskins did enough there with Sydney Amsdell to prevent the layup. We've got 4 Royals looking to check in here. Cueto, Wheeler, Fisher, and Andrick Andrick's looking to sub in here. Andrick's a sophomore. Only sophomore on the team. And Marley Griffith coming out. And Henning coming out. And the crowd gives him a nice applause. And again, nice to see a smile there on Marley's face as the season winds down. And Abby couldn't decide whether she's coming out or not. Rebound by Cherie. Cherie over to Amsdell. Amsdell over to Amsdell. A shot. Oh, almost knocked it down. Boy, that sophomore punch. Amsdell's sisters both 5'8". And again, they've got to. They have to do something there to break up that visual for Wyman. We're going to take a timeout here from Clinton High School with the Royals 67, Clinton 24.
Hi, I'm Mike Rowe. 14 years ago, my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer. Well, this year she celebrated her 50th wedding anniversary.
Is that why you've taken off your jeans?
No, I've taken off my jeans to prove the link between jeans and the fight against breast cancer.
Oh, that's interesting. Do I have to take off my jeans?
No, nobody has to take off their jeans, Mom, but everybody has to go to denimday.com right now. I'll explain everything, dress code optional.
Apparently. 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer. Learn more at denimday.com.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
Welcome back to Clinton High School. Big shot by Amsdale.
Nice rebound there by Andrix, outletting it to Cueto.
Cueto taking a look, deciding whether she's going to go up strong or kick it out.
Kicks it out to Clark, over to Andrix.
Andrix takes a look.
Just off the mark. Good rebound there.
Here comes Amsdale. Mackenzie Amsdale bringing it up. Kicks on over to Sydney Amsdale. 22 takes a look.
And good rebound there by Gwen Wheeler. Definitely going to be one of the strong points of the Royals next year.
I couldn't blame Kovac for taking that shot, that's for sure. She had a nice little look at it.
Nice rebound there by Clinton as they look to push a little bit before the end of the third quarter.
Try to generate something. Oh, and a nice shot by Sydney Amsdale.
Nice way to end the third quarter there for the Redskins.
I'm telling you, as a sophomore, up and coming, she's going to hit those shots, and she had a nice little ball handling. That ends our third quarter with the score Blissfield 67, Redskins 27. You've been watching LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
Na 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 na, I love you so. I love you, I love you. La 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 la, la 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 la.
We're here.
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
This new mom is struggling to get the skates just right. Now she's holding on for dear life.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of siblings in foster care will take you just as you are.
Welcome back to Clinton High School with our score Blissfield 67, Clinton 26. And we are joined back by Allie Weber, a JV player who's looking to join the VAP program at the LISD Tech Center. And Allie, what do you think of the third quarter so far?
Well, when I talked to Coach Gilbert at halftime, he said that the key to success in the second half was going to be keeping the energy that the Royals had picked up at the end of the second, and it looks like they definitely did that. They're back to their normal style of play, just running the court, and I'd say right now Clinton looks exhausted.
You're right. You know, they didn't miss a beat. It's interesting that they pulled ahead by 30 points at one point there, and they didn't slow up. They didn't go into running the clock. They are working their conditioning and trying to stay in shape for the run that's to come, hopefully, as they go into districts. And hopefully add another district trophy to the trophy case that is part of the tradition here at Blissfield High School. Clinton, a big looping pass. Nice rebound by Amsdale, goes up strong, and Wheeler gets her. Well, earlier we had Brady Griffith, and he'll be joining us towards the end of the game. And last time we had a broadcast, we talked a little bit, showed our cards. We are both here tonight. We're usually here tonight to watch Marley Griffith, Brady's sister. And so there might be a little bit of bias in there. We apologize for that. We do our best to try to keep it neutral. We know the Blissfield program, and as I said, it was an exciting first quarter there with Clinton and scrapping to come out of there. But it's been fun to watch Marley throughout the years, and so Brady and Madison's over there watching her sister, the Griffith triplets that were featured in the Telegram a few weeks ago. And so it's been quite a 4 years with Blissfield schools, and it's coming to an end, and a good opportunity to celebrate. Clinton driving back down. Nice layup by Roland, number 32 for Clinton. Lexi Clark brings the ball up. Well, Allie, as you look to join this team in the future, what are your thoughts?
I'm definitely excited. I've been working with Coach Gilbert for a long time. I work with him in the fall and in the summer, and it's definitely a great program to say that you're a part of.
Ryan Gilbert has built a nice tradition with girls basketball here and has had a great foundation to work with, but his energy, enthusiasm, and as you said, time. Any coach that's going to do great things has got to put in a ton of time, and he definitely dedicates that time. And he's going to make you work, you're going to have fun, but you're going to have a lot of success.
Yes.
Nice rebound. Andrix puts it back up, and she's had a good night tonight with some good looks underneath. Clinton works it around. Haley Turk. Nice pass. And a decent look. Rolling with a nice shot. Oh, and a nice rebound there, and a nice put back up by Nicole Hartung. Number 30. As I said, this Clinton team's young, and Allie, you're going to have to prepare a little bit to face them in the future.
Yes.
You're a sophomore, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you look at that roster, and you've got a few sophomores that are going to have some varsity experience.
Yeah.
And that's going to be they're going to be a force to be reckoned with in the future.
Definitely. And
Wheeler, nice putback by Wheeler. Well, one thing you can guarantee is he's going to work you hard and prepare you. That's for sure.
Definitely.
We got a timeout here with the Royals 72, Redskins 32. You're watching LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
Of all the things you've done with your bike, donating it to Goodwill may be the most incredible of all. Your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community, which means your stuff can be more powerful than you think. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Don't let salmonella get funky with your chicken. On average, 1 in 6 Americans will get a foodborne illness this year. So learn the right temperature to cook each type of meat. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
Welcome back to Clinton High School. Clinton Redskins continue to battle the best they can, and another good putback by 30 Nicole Hartung. And the Royals look to do that pass and what they've been getting away with all night, and that time a little bit high from Lexi Clark. Thompson brings it on over to Turk. Turk bringing up the court. Lexi's moving her feet well and not letting her drive. And there goes, oh my goodness, Hartung with another strong move. And this time she gets bumped out of bounds and a foul. But I'll tell you what, Hartung is doing her best to battle down low and make an impact. So, Allie, what other sports do you play, and which one is the toughest one to prepare for?
I play basketball, obviously, and I play soccer. I would say that the basketball it's a lot different than soccer. Soccer, you have your set pieces, but your basketball, obviously there's less people on the court at one time. I think that there has to definitely be more of a team dynamic in basketball, that's for sure. So I'd say basketball is definitely harder to prepare for in ways of getting that team dynamic, getting to the point where you work well together.
Yeah, a little bit different feel on it. And what we all know is Clinton soccer has got quite a program. They are tough, and they've been tough for a couple years. And there is 30, Nicole Hartung again, making her mark down low. But you're right, a whole different feel to it, that's for sure. We've got 1:40 left in the game, and before we transition to our post-game show, we've got to talk a little bit about Phil.
Yes.
Phil has been with the Royals for 40-some years as a faithful manager, kind of a teammate, kind of assistant coach, kind of an everything. And Phil is we're very blessed to have Phil around and make an impact for a lot of years and a lot of kids. Lexi Clark, a beautiful, beautiful layup. Phil, if you ever get the chance to talk to Phil and you say, hey, do you remember that game back in 1992? If you, and you say, okay, you name the game, and he will know the detail, he'll know the score, he'll know everything about it, and he'll know the emotion. And he puts everything he's got, his heart and soul, and knows every statistic, and he is all Royal all the time. So Phil is quite a blessing for Blissfield Community Schools. Well, 28 seconds left here at Clinton. Winding things down. Thompson works it on over. We'll see if Clinton tries to get one more shot in. Amsdale. Oh, they're getting scrappy down there. Oh, and a nice shot by Amsdale. I said Clinton, they are battling to the end. Coach Ramos is going to get the most out of that. Well, for our postgame, we're going to have Brady Griffith go on down to interview Ryan Gilbert to get his insights on this game. And as we wrap things up, Royals at the end of the game, 74, Redskins 40, and we will take a break. You're watching LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
This new dad is picturing a tree house in the sky, but he's ignoring the instructions. Good luck, big guy. His kids know that he's building without a clue. Never been so good with nails and glue. Now we're trapped inside a box. I hope mom knows what to do. Mom! See, you don't have to be perfect to be the perfect parent.
Thousands of siblings in foster care will take you just as you are.
Connor is struggling in school.
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
Why don't you understand me?
I do. This is what it feels like for kids with learning and attention issues. Redirecting to understood.org.
We're here with Coach Gilbert. Coach, can you tell me, what was the reason for you guys' success tonight?
I thought we got after it, played hard right from the start, and had a little lull early, but then picked it up, got some subs in, and started to take over with our defense.
Yeah, obviously, towards the beginning of the game, I thought Clinton did a really nice job of controlling you guys' tempo, and as you guys got to the end of the game, it really showed that back to the Blissfield run-and-gun style that really made the difference.
Yeah, that's what we put on the board. We wanted to rebound and run, and eventually we got to that, and we could put pressure on them, and it made it easier for us.
Who were a couple of players tonight that really made the difference?
Well, obviously, Kelsey Wyman did a great job getting the ball, pushing it. I thought all of our bigs inside did a great job of outlet passing to her to get it going and get us started on the break.
All right, sounds good, Coach. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach. We'll be right back. You're watching LSN, your home for high school varsity sports.
Today, 1 out of every 4 American kids is Hispanic.
That means many of the future doctors who will care for us, the engineers who will build our cities, the scientists and entrepreneurs of our country can be your kids.
We all know how hard it is for you to send them to college. This is why we want you to know you are not alone.
And every day more people support you to make it happen. Many support you. And the Hispanic Scholarship Fund helps you prepare, plan, and pay for your kids' college education.
HSF.net.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Searching for help with Dachshund Reading.
Why do you not get me?
I do. This is what it feels like for kids with learning and attention issues. Redirecting to understood.org.
Well, welcome back to Clinton High School post-game show. Tonight, the Redskins come out scrapping. The fans are into it. It's a close game at the quarter, but what happened there?
Yeah, the Redskins came out really intense, and they were really just controlling the Royals' tempo. But as you saw there, the Royals eventually just weared them down and got back into the run-and-gun show that we're all used to with Kelsey Wyman and just Brooke Henning just cleaning up the boards, and just the great leadership by one of their senior captain, Marley Griffith, and just an overall pushing the ball. Clinton just really couldn't keep up with the tempo.
You know, one thing we talked about all night was the 1-2-3 punch. That's really one of the keys for Blissfield. When you have Wyman and Henning, the 1-2 punch there, and then if you can kick it out and get some points from senior Marley Griffith, that is the combination that you're going to have down the stretch. And the Royals, they've kind of finished that out the last 3 quarters. And with us tonight, our player of the game for the Royals is Kelsey Wyman. Kelsey, come on in. Well, I lost track of how many points. Can you take a stab at it?
I don't know, somewhere in the 20s probably.
Yeah, somewhere in the 20s. And what we talked about is every look you had, you nailed it. Your percentage tonight, how did you keep track of how many you missed?
I remember missing a couple of layups that I was a little bit frustrated about. That's about it.
But your shots, any look you had, you were nailing them down, and a real high percentage night for you. You've had a great season, a great 3 years. What's your plans and your thoughts as you start to go into the playoffs and make a run for the Royals?
I think we need to keep playing like this because that will help us, especially in our first game of districts. That one will be a tough one. But if we're playing like this, I think we're going to be all right. So.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on another great night, and we look forward to seeing you down the stretch.
All right, and I'm here with Blissfield senior captain Marley Griffith, my sister. And tell us a little bit about what was one of the reasons mainly for you guys' success tonight.
Well, we knew we were going to have to come out, play hard, and before the game, Clinton's coach told our coach that they thought they had a chance at us, and we wanted to come out and show them that they didn't have a chance, and we did that.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are definitely one of the better teams in Lenawee County. What do you think is going to be the difference as you guys go into the playoffs?
Definitely we got to continue working hard and keep doing what we're doing.
Definitely. All right, thank you, Marley. We really appreciate your time. For the entire Lenawee Sports crew, I'm saying thank you for allowing us into your homes this evening. The Royals win it tonight over the Redskins by a final score of 74-40.
In our next game, the Lenawee Sports crew makes their way to Maple Land as the boys of Adrian prepare to battle their longtime rivals, the Tecumseh Indians, as both teams look toward the playoffs in the Southeastern Conference matchup, and you can watch it only on LSN. We'd like to remind you, get connected to LISD TV on Facebook and Twitter for LSN's coverage schedule. Also check us out on YouTube and subscribe to LISD TV's channel for this and our other full game broadcasts. This has been a presentation of LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
Davis bounced it off his head, and I don't think that was an accident.
We've got a tie atop the LCAA standings. Count that baby in a foul. The first time they've been there in 61 years. Morency is going to the President's Center.
And I think this is pretty much over.
Blissfield Royals, district champions.